wow. After the election, where them do, we still they wait for the change, All the promise when they make, it don't be like saying a fake, Where the money, where the food, Cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, we don't tire to complain, I see the bad way you've been do. You don't turn Nigeria into two. 97% and 5%. You know been talk like president. They rule Nigeria with sentiment. And take your office to revenge. Oh yeah now, Oga Buhari, we dey beg you. Let Nigeria no go scatter for your head, yo. Yes, sir. Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. My people make we shout, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This one not the off in mind. Maiyegun don't come, Can in the touchlight every corner. Maiyegun don't come, Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. My people make we shout, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. This one not they off in mind, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. My people make you shout, yo. Maiyegun don't come, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, This man not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, Aha, now you not done here, all this bad. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀.
Good afternoon, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from, and this is Maiyegun Live.
Ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Please share the broadcast. Invite your friends and invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them Maiyegun today. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear.
Maiyegun Diary, Politico.
Oyedu IPOB, Omeriwo Nindizu, Onireya, Abakare, Mama Kaora, Ulapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Ulapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi go Oyedu IPOB, Omeriwo Nindizu, Onireya, Abakare, Mama Kaora, Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi.
Thank you for joining me.
Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki.
Tell them.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Yes.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn Raki. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Lórí YouTube. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki.
Thank you very much.
Bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Thank you very much for joining me. Share the broadcast. Invite your friends and invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them that Maiyegun today. We start in a minute.
Presido bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki. Gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn Raki.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children and men, for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families. People who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the international community for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
That is right. That is the Nnamdi Kanu that they have demonized in Nigeria media by the jihadist government of Buhari. The government of Buhari declared war on self-determination campaigners, and they automatically called them terrorists, even when they have committed no crime. And if you have all been following, even though it has always been the intention of the government of Buhari in Nigeria to kill the Igbos as a continuation of the Cold War, something they were not allowed to complete in 1970. So, from 2015, the Biafrans, who have publicly identified as members of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, have been summarily targeted and executed. Many of them are languishing in different secret prisons all over Nigeria. Despite all of that, they never picked up the arms to fight back. But when the Fulani invasion, the Fulani terrorist invasion escalated, Nnamdi Kanu called on Igbos, the Biafrans worldwide, to better prepare and get ready to defend the Igbo land, or else they can kiss their own homestead a permanent goodbye. He rallied support all over the world, asking the Biafrans to come together if they can sense the danger. Many Biafrans responded. I am a Yoruba man. Why are you so interested in Biafra? Has been the most funniest question I've been asked. Because most people feels like if Buhari is killing Biafrans for identifying as IPOB members, and right before your eyes, Buhari is releasing terrorists who are kidnapping, raping, and killing women, children, collecting ransom, shooting down shooting down fighter jets, invading military bases. They are called disgruntled young men. But for those who are carrying a placard, smartphone, flags, and every other thing of protest to call the attention of the world to their own advocacy, why they don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. Nigeria government under Buhari decided to tag them terrorists, even when there is no court. They actually certified that. I am a Yoruba man, like I said. Understanding the complexity and the tricky political games of Nigeria, which is always disguised, or should I put it this way, always powered by the ethnic, religious, and every other stupid differences that they always, use. Then I sense something. If this generation of Igbos, who are supposed to be the 5th generation after the Civil War, that was supposed to have been, as Gowon put it, no winner, no vanquish. The fifth generation Igbo are still being profiled. They are still not being accepted as real Nigerians. And for the first time, they are systemically targeted. IPOB being the topmost group championing the realization of Biafra became the easy target. And I was like, when I looked into what the Biafrans are asking, why they want out of Nigeria, I figured it out. I said, if all of us are very much sensible enough and not selfish as always, we would not be against the Biafran agitation. In fact, we would be promoting our own agitation to be out of a contraption that was never our own making, only if we knew. And if care is not taken, with what Buhari and gang have shown you about Nigeria in the last 7 years, which has shown that it is about ethnic supremacy, turn by turn Nigeria Limited. When these people finishes with the Igbos, they will turn on my own tribe too. They can turn on yours too. Before they publicly came gun trotting and then blazing against the Igbos, it was the people of the Middle Belt. They ensured that the first 3 years of ongoing ethnic cleansing, the genocide among the states in the Middle Belt, they underplayed so well that they are emboldened to go further. Whoever was against the Fulani invasion is considered an enemy of Nigeria. Fulani agenda became Nigeria agenda. So if we are all very sensitive enough, sensible too, we will know that when they are done with them, they will come for us. But it didn't take long for you to know, by the way. So they started killing them. Many of you mocked them. They were rolling them in the mud, in mud water. They were dehumanizing them. They called it Operation Python Dance 1, Python Dance 2, Python Dance 3. Every time the Python dances in Igbo land, young Igbos, innocent Igbos are always the victims. The day that they kidnapped them as Nnamdi Kanu from his own hotel room in Lagos and kidnapped and bundled to Abuja, their intention and their own excuse then was that he imported a broadcasting equipment into Nigeria to broadcast about Biafra, and in order to bring back another war. Biafra war was 1967 to 1970. So Nnamdi Kanu was talking about Biafra again, according to Buhari. So that was why they kidnapped him. It took them 21 days before they finally agreed that they kidnapped him. They first denied, as usual. No court warrant, no court order, no nothing. Just them getting started with the level of a dictatorship that everybody was still going to taste from in the coming future. I'm telling you about December 2015, the first time they illegally kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, kept him for 2 straight years, and they had no single evidence. For these 2 years, every Igbo man is an IPOB member in the book of the Fulani agendists, jihadists in government of Nigeria. Then they started the campaign of a calumny. Nnamdi Kanu is enemy of Nigeria. And we kept asking them, I said, what about the points that Nnamdi Kanu raised? The reason why the Biafrans don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. And they would love a referendum to decide on that. They don't want war. Have you all paid attention to those points? Those points that he raised. And if you have actually paid attention to them, should you be against them living if you actually have sense? But no be all of us, they use the sense. Now all of us get sense, so trust me. Nobody will not get sense for head, but no be everybody they use their sense. So most people paid much attention to how to spread hate, division, and in most cases, present Nnamdi Kanu as a villain. But they had him. If he's committed any crime, you have him. You had him. Then it was in your custody. It was in your court. For 2 years, you couldn't present anything against him. They could say he was trying to cause war in Nigeria. Referendum is not war. That is why the UK government never, for once, either questioned Nnamdi Kanu or arrested Nnamdi Kanu or tried Nnamdi Kanu for any of his broadcasts. But in Nigeria, his broadcasts were like a bomb. Every time they listened to the content of his broadcast, they felt like there's a big war, there's a big army at the gate of Nigeria, ready to crash, to take Biafra out of Nigeria and ready to destroy the zoo. They were so scared of Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast. They were so scared that they were waiting for Nnamdi Kanu to show them something, that he was capable of destroying Nigeria. They were expecting bomb. They were expecting attacks. They were expecting kidnapping. They were expecting assassination. All this never happened. Even when he was arrested and detained illegally for almost 2 years. Nobody was harassed. Nobody was attacked. Nobody was killed. No one was, in the name of Biafra. So this is not working. We need to let him go. And maybe if we kill him, that will trigger something like, riots. Then we can use that as an excuse to massacre thousands of Igbos that we can massacre in a program of 2-3 days before the world gets attention of what is going on. Do you understand? That was the plan. They released him. They were seeing him going about, mobilizing, being welcomed here and there. And they were following. Their court said he should be back in court at a so date. Remember, they kept him for 2 years. They had no evidence. In their own court, for 2 years, they have no evidence of convicting him or even trying him. They just wanted something that would trigger the second program, the second genocide in eastern Nigeria. So when they released Nnamdi Kanu, they decided to kill him. That was when the Operation Python Dance 2 or 3 took place. 28 innocent people were slaughtered and killed. Young people who stood guard at Nnamdi Kanu's house. That is expected in your court. If you want him back, if you want to arrest him again, why don't you wait until your court date? They said because Nnamdi Kanu said the day he goes to court, he goes to Abuja, he was going there to bring the head of Jubilee down to Igbo land. And because he said he was going to bring the head of Jubilee, that is a Buhari, Nnamdi Kanu must die to trigger a riot, and then that will eventually lead to mass killings. That didn't play out. You know what? Despite killing 28 innocent people in a single day, including the family dog, and the attempt to kill Nnamdi Kanu himself, and somehow he miraculously escaped, just like when they tried to kill Oloye Sunday Igboho, which happened later. Something we have seen years back when we said they are going for the Igbos now. You may laugh, you may feel unconcerned, you may actually project your own, whatever you call it, your own dislike for the Igbos, and tell yourself that they deserve it. But if you can think very well, if you can think around the circumstances that led to them trying to annihilate the Igbos, then you realize that the same playbook, the same template is going to be used for you, whoever you are, wherever you are, as long as you are part of Nigeria. When they are done with the Igbos, they will come for the Yorubas. When they are done with the Yorubas, they will go for every tribe that tries to stop them from achieving the caliphate they have always dreamed of by their own Uthman Danfodio. Do you understand that now? So they tried to kill him. They couldn't. And since then, They have been hunting every Igbo man or woman, their business, their properties and everything they know about them. They've become the target. So therefore, so many Biafrans, so many Igbos, they publicly denounce Biafra. No, me, I don't belong to any, I'm one Nigeria. Do you understand that? That is how much the system in Nigeria threatened and criminalized self-determination. So Nnamdi Kanu became more dangerous than Turuji, the current leader of the terrorist group that they now call bandits in Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu resurfaced 2 years after an attempt on his life. And this time around, he came back with even more firestorm. And it is not just what Nnamdi Kanu was saying that became a bigger problem. It is the fact that Nnamdi Kanu that resurfaced started building alliances with other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. Something that they know, if that should succeed, it will spell doom for this contraption as it is currently structured or arranged. They will never let that happen. In the process, the Fulani terrorists have gained ground. They have gained more notoriety. So Nnamdi Kanu called on the Biafrans, not just the Biafrans. He called on Hausas. He called on the indigenous people of Nigeria to rise up and defend their land, defend themselves, that these terrorists that are coming, they are backed by the government of Nigeria. They will do all manner of terrible things and they will be defended by Nigeria. You have to stand up and defend yourselves, or else just wait and get killed. That was what he said almost 3 years ago. Nnamdi Kanu, he called on everybody. Work together. I am telling you, this agenda is not even good for the northerners themselves. If you are an Hausa, Christian, Muslim in northern Nigeria, they have deceived you for so long. They will continue to sacrifice and kill you. And you will think it's about religion, it's about this or that, but it is not. It is the subjugation takeover agenda of the Fulanis and their own elite. Something that they say, don't talk about that, don't say that. It became a crime to even say what I'm telling you right now. And that is like somebody coming back stronger. She be the talk saying Nnamdi Kanu is a very divisive person. She be the saying Nnamdi Kanu is this. I actually like the guy. The guy is saying the truth. Of course, you know what I mean. Nnamdi Kanu decided that, okay, we are not just going to talk. We are going to act. We will walk the talk. He started what he called ESN, Eastern Security Network. But Eastern Security Network is not a child of circumstance. When Nnamdi Kanu was on bail and the political class in Igbo land, the governors, when they met with him in Enugu, and they said they wanted to discuss that he should drop the agenda or drop the campaign or slow down on the campaign for Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu gave them 8 points, 8 demand. In that 8 demand, he said, I will tone down the demand for Biafra if all of you here can guarantee the following and ensure that the following comes to effect right from this moment. And then we can see to that in the next 18 months. He even gave them time, 18 months. What were those demands? I will try and remember many of them that I can remember. Nnamdi Kanu said, for us to create jobs for the young, jobless people in Igbo land, many of them who have become the victims of the barbarity of what Nigeria has become, you, the Igbo political leaders, governors, you should, with immediate effect, demand for the activation of all the seaports in Igbo land. The seaports in Igbo land where everyone can actually do their business, importation, exportation via the Igbo land, Biafra land. See, this will create millions of jobs for our jobless young people. He said, we want you to to upgrade the Enugu airport to the Owerri airport to, and then I think another 2 airports in Igbo land. He demanded that they should be made a proper international airport, whereby Igbos don't need to land in Abuja if they don't have business in Abuja before going to Igbo land. Igbos don't need to land in Lagos if they don't have any business in Lagos. They can go straight to Igbo land. All of this can improve the economy of Igbo land, and the young and the old in Igbo land can lead a reasonable life. And then among other, what have you? Then he said something about state police. He said, our people are going to be under serious attacks. There is a concluded arrangement to take over every arable land in Igbo land, as much as they call us deadlocked, dot in a cycle. They have targeted all the choice lands in Igbo land, and if they do this, they are going to create local government in those places, and before you know it, the Fulanis are going to be this and that in Igbo land, and before you know, you will go into extinction. That is not a dream of our own forebearers. Being part of Nigeria shouldn't mean that we should lose our identity completely. I mean, there is no arrangement that an Igbo man, Igbos will go to any part of northern Nigeria and do the same. Yorubas will go to any part of Igbo land or go to any part of northern Nigeria and do the same. This agenda is by strategy of those who have long dreamt of subjugating us. Create security for our people. Let those who protect our people be those who speak their language. Let them be those who live in the communities. When strange faces comes around to wreak havoc, they will be able to notice, possibly prevent the crimes before they happen. He gave them all these demands. And they said they will get back to him. The conclusion of getting back to him was to assassinate him, which didn't happen. Then when he came back, the Fulani terrorists have gone into different agreements with so many Igbo governors through Maiyegun. Maiyegun now working with Igbo governors. And then in that agreement, the Fulani terrorists are not going to attack anybody without the authorization of the Maiyegun. So they were practically those who are guaranteeing security for Igbo people. Nnamdi Kanu said, Igbo land is gone if all of you continue to live in your palatial palaces all over the world, enjoying your comfortable lives and remembering your your old villages where you grew up. You are never going to go back to those places. They are gone, and gone for good. So that call wasn't hard for people to respond to. Hundreds of thousands of people volunteered from different communities all over Igbo land to be part of the Eastern Security Network, young, old. And I think that was one of the things that we later found out that they didn't let Nnamdi Kanu to finalize the setup of the Eastern Security Network, because according to the later report, when this when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, so I mean nobody knows the directors or the representatives of the ESN. Their mandates was to continue to live in the communities where they are, which are mainly the rural areas, the rural communities, and always be on alert whenever they sense strange movement of cows and the others and their guns. So they were never to be seen in any city. You are never to see them on social media. You are never to see their faces. They don't wear any uniform as well. But when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, some of those who are the leaders of the ESN, they became a target of assassination by the Nigerian government, who we later knew then that 1, 2, or 3, or 4 of them have managed to infiltrate the rank and file of ESN, because it was just like a point and kill situation. That is that person. He is the one in charge of this zone. That is that person. He's going to be at his family house this weekend. He's not been around for the past 3 months. So if you have unknown gunmen anywhere, these are guys who have never really been in cities. But you know what? I know how to get one of them. That's how they kill the consul. So, cut the long story short, Nigeria criminalized self-determination, and they decided they have been waiting for an opportunity to actually activate and then legalize the killings without trial of anyone. You don't even just have to identify as IPOB. Once they take you, all they have to say is that they kill you because you are a member of IPOB. But remember, before now, when they kill, they deny it because they knew that IPOB never carries any gun or they are never violent. But immediately ESN happened, the first people to feel threatened, there were no other people than the Igbo governors who sat with Nnamdi Kanu, and they said they wanted to find a way out of all these problems. Let us talk about why are people demanding for Biafra. Let us, clear that out. Can we address them? And can you, in good faith, reduce detention and give us a chance to at least do some of these things that you said are getting you angry, and that is why you are demanding for Biafra? So when they didn't do any of that and decided to kill him, when he decided, okay, when the Biafran said, yes, we will protect ourselves on the command of Nnamdi Kanu, the first set of people that got threatened were the governors of Igbo land, the political class of the Igbo land. That was why when the Nigerian military under Buhari, when they started the house-to-house killings all over Igbo land for the past 2 years now, especially this past 1.5 years, because ESN, Eastern Security Network, started in December 2020, and Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya in May 2021. That is just about 5 months after ESN started. And the moment ESN started, yes, it's true. So many of these Fulanis who were then living in the forest of Igbo land, where nobody actually allocated them for them, who are trespassing, but they were untouchable. Most of these people were chased. We started seeing some of them transporting and moving out of Igbo land. That was a kind of, political campaign that the likes of Buhari and gang, APC, Egbekegbe also used in legitimizing the ethnic cleansing of the Igbos in Biafra land. I remember sometimes last year, I said, you have a great media presence on social media. I wish that you have commissioned the IPOB, that they commission investigative video journalists that will go to every part of Igbo land, professional coverage. They will record all the damages done by the Nigerian military in the name of looking for IPOB, ESN, the moment ESN started, because that was what they wanted. Oh, they have guns now. Now they have the capacity to chase a Fulani terrorist. Now let us go and kill them. They have guns now. All those useless boys, they have guns now. Let's go and kill them. That's what they have been waiting for. Okay? We have been talking about the damages done by the Fulani terrorists and the cover-up of the Nigerian government. I would have expected IPOB to spend a fortune. You know what I mean now? Get professional drone coverage, professional camera, professional, interview people professionally, document this. I know some people have done that, but we want to see something more exclusive, more detailed. So, Nnamdi Kanu said, let's protect ourselves. Yorubas, protect yourselves. The Middle Beltans, protect yourselves. indigenous people of Nigeria, protect yourselves. They are coming for you. And just like a pandemic, everybody is feeling the bites all over Nigeria, to the point that people have become homeless in eastern Nigeria. As you are watching this video right now, they didn't become homeless because of natural disaster. They became homeless because the government of Nigeria and the Nigeria military, they are targeting the homes and properties and then businesses of Igbos. In the last 7 years, they have burnt and burnt and burnt and burnt and burnt down properties in that eastern Nigeria. I'm talking about operations that are included using area bombardment, using the Nigerian military, Nigeria Air Force, fighter jets, bombing houses. That is the situation in eastern Nigeria. In western Nigeria, our small villages in Yoruba land, to the point that people are now running to the nearest country, Benin Republic, as refugees, running away from the calamity that's before Nigeria. But in Nigeria, they want you to believe that Nnamdi Kanu created all of this. No, he didn't. This is like a dream come true for Buhari, but it is not working according to plan. Thank God, this is not 1967 to 1970. Do you understand that it will take you a week to actually get 50% true picture of what is going on in eastern Nigeria? This is 2022, and we should all live up to that. Buhari's government and everybody in his government, Buhari and everybody in his government, after all these crimes they have committed, they will end up in international criminal courts. So you should make that a reality. So what happened? They said that they had to get Nnamdi Kanu dead or alive. Nnamdi Kanu that they declared wanted in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu was traveling the world. He was going everywhere, doing his normal responsibility legal businesses. Nobody stopped Nnamdi Kanu for 2 years. In one of his trips, he stopped by in Kenya. When he was in Kenya, Nigeria government, through Malamu, they tracked Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya, and they decided that they were going to kidnap him. Listen, those who are wreaking havoc in northern Nigeria that you have been reading about, I'm talking about those who put Nigeria on the map of terrorism. Yeah, the Fulani terrorists, the Boko Haram, and the rest of them. Their leaders are not out of Nigeria. They are inside Nigeria there. But the Boko Haram's government is asking them to come out and take amnesty and receive pardon and money, rehabilitation and resettlement. But they declared Nnamdi Kanu a dangerous terrorist. That anywhere they see him in Africa, there is a reward. Imagine Nigeria bribing Kenya to help them kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, and they will give them some amount of free crude oil or this and that. No joke, yo. Kenya vessel are in Nigeria lifting crude oil, all those missing crude oil. They are using them to cut different deals, including a deal to have Oloye Sunday Igboho brought to Nigeria so that they can display him as a trophy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought to Nigeria so that he can display him as a trophy. Achievements of Buhari's government. So they made a deal with Kenya. Will come in smoothly because this guy is dangerous. If you see him in your country, help us arrest him and give him to us. We'll give you anything you want. This illegality is called extraordinary rendition. You cannot kidnap anybody from a country and box them into the plane and then move them to another country for any crime whatsoever. And then the country where you are kidnapping them, They have no idea such is happening. That is just to say that their country is unsafe. Anybody can come into their country and kidnap anybody, and they will never have an idea. So it puts their own sovereignty, safety, legitimacy to question. So it's not something that the international community really feel cool with. So in this regard, Kenya and Nigeria committed an extraordinary rendition in kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu, a crime they committed in their pursuit of fighting a crime they said Nnamdi Kanu committed. That's how Nnamdi Kanu got back to Nigeria. And since Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria, the numbers of unknown gunmen, as they call them, politically sponsored criminals, who all started from Imo State, where Hopeless Uzodijo is the recruiter-in-chief. Hopeless Uzodigba is the replica of El Rufaya of Kaduna. He is the gatekeeper of hell. He is the one who opened the gate of hell and let all the principalities access Igbo land. Since then, the money they gave to him for Ruga, I don't know if many of you still remember that, 10 billion naira for Ruga, something that is meant to provoke the anger and then unsettle the Igbo people in Igbo land, championed by a supposed Igbo man. They gave him over 10 billion naira. They gave the same $150 million to Devulu Mayi. And you remember, you can tell these two governors in Igbo land, they have been more aggressive towards the IPOB, because the agenda was to what? Help us crush them. We are going to have Nnamdi Kanu by all means. Don't worry, we'll get him. But we want you to crush and let us give us this access. And that is why what you are seeing in Igbo land today is not just Buhari that will go to jail. It's not just Malamun that will go to jail. Some of those Igbo governors are going to go to jail. By the time you begin to pin them down, you will realize many of them who got involved in this kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu. All for what? For the millions of dollars that the Fulani government of Nigeria is using Nigerian money to bribe them in order to provoke ethnic war in Nigeria, tribal war they call it. However, they now said Nnamdi Kanu is being charged for terrorism because he used these broadcasts to tell Biafrans that it is time to leave Nigeria and go home to Biafra. That you, Nnamdi Kanu, that you use your radio Biafra to tell the Biafrans to pick up arms and defend themselves against, which is against the law of Nigeria, to possess firearms or weapons. But Fulani terrorists can carry AK-47. Blah, 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 blah. But the ridiculous one is that, or let me say the shocking one, is that many people said, how come they did not add that you, Nnamdi Kanu, said on your Biafra radio that the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, is dead, and it is Jubri al-Sudani from Sudan is the president of Nigeria, which is in contravention of section, this section, that section, blah, 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 of the trashy 1999 constitution. So they gave 15 charges. Out of all these 15 charges, they put another new ones. Those new ones include that the unrest in Igbo land, the unrest in Biafra land, the killings that is going on, the including the assassination of their political partners themselves, were done by the order of Nnamdi Kanu. 15. They did not say, why did you say Buhari is dead? How come? And Nnamdi Kanu said, if they take him to court and they ask him to prove that Buhari is not dead or Buhari is dead, so that means they will ask him to call his own witness. This is not a joke. Oh. Some said this is why they didn't include that in the charges, because that is the one that actually got the cabal, the political elite in Nigeria, especially from the north. This is the one that really got them mad. That how did they allow Nnamdi Kanu to deceive millions of people that Buhari is dead, and they believed him? This guy is dangerous. This guy, you know what I mean? That this guy already delegitimized Buhari. That since he said Buhari is dead, that everybody has been looking at this Buhari one kind. And it's true. That's the one that got them mad. But they didn't include that in the charges. They said if they had included it in the charges, that means the Nnamdi Kanu will be asked to come and prove that this Buhari is not Buhari. And for him to prove, they will need to invite Buhari to court. And they said, which means Nnamdi Kanu said he is going to ask him to remove his cap. He is going to ask Buhari to read a chapter of a speech in Fufude, which is the Fulani language. Yeah, he said if Buhari can speak that Fufude one page, oh, not one paragraph, oh, one page in Fufude, that he, Nnamdi Kanu, will drop Biafra agitation and he will plead guilty to all charges and they can send him to jail. But that crucial one, they didn't include it, because that means Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer will need to invite Buhari. They will put him in the dock. Like I said, they will remove his cap. They will say he should turn his head. They will say they should do DNA test. That's another one. They said, Nnamdi Kanu said they will take his blood. They will use Buhari's blood with the blood of his children. At least, it must at least match to know that it's the same Buhari. Now, so the whole thing complex. So 15 charges is about junks, frivolities, irrelevance. But guess what? The only weapon that Boko Haram and gang has is just the delay tactics. They control the courts. So what do? All they have to do is just to adjourn. Then that's it. Nnamdi Kanu said, towards 2023, when they have committed all these atrocities, something is just going to happen. Me, I'm waiting for that one anyway. He said, Buhari and gang, they will just disappear. They may tell us, hey, Buhari get involved in a plane crash. Hey, president, all that, everybody just, but all of that, some people say na conspiracy theory. They said, if na conspiracy or no conspiracy, put that inside the charges. So that you can say, this is the one, this guy. How could you, even if you don't like Buhari, how could you say he's dead? That is a crime. That even somebody, if somebody say, I am not Maiyegun now. This person is not Maiyegun or he's dead. Look at him. The Maiyegun that we know, he has this, he has that. That is libel. It's libelous, isn't it? How could you say I'm dead? Are you mad? Now so you hate me that you repeatedly continue to say, I'm going to charge you, I'm going to sue you. But they didn't include that in there. So 15 charges, they went to court. His lawyer said it is just a pure waste of time, waste of the judicial process. It is absolute nonsense because they can't really prove anything. The only person that can stop the current politicization, politicize their killings, because you see all these killings in Eastern Nigeria, I am still 100% confident and saying it until proven otherwise, that they are sponsored by the political criminals in Eastern Nigeria, and I have proved that to you many times. I have shown you that many times, and I'm yet to see any evidence to the contrary. If Nnamdi Kanu is released tomorrow, within a week, you will know those behind the killings in Igbo land, and they will disappear as well. The guy is an authority on his own. How can you not even sense that? Like him, hate him. I don't like him. I don't like his style. I mean, I want him to be whatever you want done to Nnamdi Kanu. You have to respect the guy. He's an authority on his own. Some said he's not using that authority very well. He has a lot of people supporting him. He should do this, he should do that. Baba, you go try him if he easy. Try him if he easy now. He's an authority on his own. You don't need to like him. If he's released tomorrow, within a week, let me say within 24 hours, like magic, all these attacks, all this nonsense, they will first die down. I'm not saying they will disappear right away because it's a big money for them. They are being paid for it anyway. All these attacks you are seeing. As military, they bomb property. They will take off khaki, take off their uniform, take off their everything, carry the gun again, enter on marked car and start burning police station. They will say they are unknown gunmen. Nnamdi Kanu will let us know those behind it. It will tell you those who are sponsoring them. And with the IPOB under his command, they will extinguish them. Those armed killers in Igbo land. 15 charges of absolute frivolity nonsense. Well, today, they decided, the courts listened to the charges again. And out of the 15, the court strikes out 8 of them. Now, 15 charges is now 7. And according to them, these 7, they are enough to jail Nnamdi Kanu. Why then do you want to do it secretly? If you now know that you now have your evidence, you have all your witnesses. They said the witnesses against Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to give evidence behind the closed door. They will not see their face. They will not see their names. They will not mention their names. You will not see them. They will just give witnesses. So witnesses like, yes, I met Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu gave me money. Nnamdi Kanu gave me weapon. Nnamdi Kanu said we should go and kill. Nnamdi Kanu said we should go and do this. But they will not show their faces. That is why they said they want to try him behind the camera in secret. His lawyers were challenging the illegal abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Today, Justice Nyako, Binta Nyako, said the way they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is okay. It is just to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu come back to stand trial. So the judge agrees that kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is not something so bad anyway. Let me take you to the court so that you can listen to the 2 lawyers, what they have to say. First one is Barrister Ejiofor. Barrister Ejiofor outside the court.
We had a wonderful outing today. At least on a score, I am 7 over 10%. 7 out of 100. Order. Man at 3 or 4 no. Again, what you know this time. Court strike at least they struck out 8-count charge, which I consider all of them are frivolous. So half of 7. Those 7 other people, I got challenge here. However, I met Chakwalong. Took an application for his bail. Court on there today. Adjourned not to 18th of May for ruling and the trial. So, court, Federal High Court did a vacation today. So that will last 2 weeks, at least from now to the end of April. Court time and sit there, apart from vacation to courts. So they took that into account in giving us dates. So, and they gave us 18th. We drag over it, but there were some people who were talking about June, and we said no, that must happen in April, in May. In fact, I thought I was sure I can't the Canada process. From what happened today, then we'll go clear direction. Now, man, Silicon Kechko Kabiama. Now, next adjourned date or afterwards, I can't the Canada process. And make a no. Let us swear. The Belain and Bellum today, Bona, Okun is very Malamanku, I'm going to Kaja Natata. Makama, I would substantially. You will have a court that against Jaruli. I have only a court at some point. He got angry with us, somebody, defense counsel, the prosecution. So, Mana, he had a man. Emanam. Odropa ni nsi eto esi na anye ma ni follow fa chief follow afa mego gini chief so ana me ke no na chineke do okunu ziba amalo man kunu na ya na aka megini ana bere kum gale ebe ajomo ya fo na ajomo ra ya fo mo mmadụ so okunu na isu na waja nke ko ju wechu ai na ebe na kai na ebe ni sin Nnamdi Kanu ku na isi ha ya eme ya ya adola ya ndo Akaje Arapia. Watch ya pata with victory.
I love that. But I'm going to take you to, I'm going to take you back inside the court where, Barrister Ozekome, the senior advocate of Nigeria, also handling the case of Nnamdi Kanu, gives step-by-step detail on the decision of the court today. So take your time, listen to this.
So today, 8 of the 15-count charge were quashed and dismissed, leaving 7 counts that are on wobbling legs, counts that wobble, counts that are groggling, counts that fumble, counts that dwado. They will not stand. They will not hold water. Because we cannot build something upon nothing and expect it to stay. It is not possible. If 8 counts went, the remaining 7, as a necessary corollary, we go. It follows as the night, the day, as the rainy season, the dry season. But when we look at those 7 counts, whether they even hold any water at all in law, we'll be able to refer to the case of FRM versus Saraki, where some counts were quashed by the Code of Conduct Tribunal and left some. Quashed all, and then the Court of Appeal decided to quash some and left some. And the Supreme Court said, this is not possible. If you quashed A, B, C, D, the other ones that are also related to it by affinity, by consanguinity, they should also be quashed. That was how Saraki got free. So we will test this remaining count charge. Let the prosecution get that notice at the appellate court. So we then proceeded to move our bail application that the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu, deserves to be granted bail. The case of the prosecution has always been, and this is sheer falsehood, that Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, and that was why he was forcibly renditioned back to Nigeria.
So they are about to discuss bail based on the new 7 count charges, or 7-count charge, as they put on for law. So Barrister Ozekome continues.
Who was to be killed and ran away for certain death jumped bail? The answer is no. It was late Chief MK Abiola who made that statement. He said, they said I should have waited. Abacha, they were asking me, why did you run abroad? Why did you fly abroad? I'm telling you now, Tony and Nenny, I'm now telling you, I was already in the air before I discovered that even my passport was not with me. A bird does not tell another bird that a stone is coming. It simply flies away. No man stands in front of a moving train and expects to leave. He will be crushed. So you are saying Nnamdi Kanu, after escaping barely with his life, should wait in Nigeria? If he had been killed, he won't be standing trial. So he did not jump bail. Rather, they forced him into exile. And he went as a citizen of Britain to Kenya, where he was forcefully and forcibly under torture, inhuman and degrading treatment, renditioned back to Nigeria. So this is a case deserving of bail. And we implored my Lord to grant him bail, even if she wants to subject it to certain conditions. Let me tell you, even under the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, bail is allowed. It's discretionary. It's allowed even in capital offenses like murder, like treason. And mind you, Nnamdi Kanu is not standing trial for treason. No. It's very important. He's standing trial for offenses relating to treasonable felony, but not treason itself. For example, there's a difference between saying a person is standing trial for murder and standing trial for manslaughter. They are different. One carries capital punishment. Nnamdi Kanu is not standing trial for any capital punishment. But the administration of...
Una dey hear? Because it's so important you understand the legality of this whole kind of fight on the one hand, and the rudderlessness or ruthlessness or lawlessness of the people who are trying to can Nnamdi Kanu by all means. There are narratives they are giving you out there. All these narratives, they are narratives that are tailored to arrive at a singular point. A verdict of a guilt is guilty. When the government try to appeal to your other sensitive side and ask you to ignore the human rights or the humanity part of the entire scope, it is because they want to make sure that you arrive at a certain point and conclusion with a verdict, guilt. He ran away. They wanted to kill him. Oh, he should have waited. They should have killed him. There will be no case anymore anyway. I mean, there will be nobody to try again because they've killed him anyway. Oh, why did it Sunday go start and fight and kill them and all of that? Why did he run away? Oh, you know what I mean? They are ignoring the fact that the aggressor is not the man they want them to crucify. The aggressor is the heartless, lawless system that is being promoted on ethnic, tribal, religious deceit. Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail. He ran for his life.
Nigeria. A rendition which the court did not agree with us today, which we shall test, that is contrary to provisions of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, contrary to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights of 1948, contrary to the International Covenant on Social and Political Rights, contrary to the instrument dealing with indigenous people's rights. When you have a treaty with a country such as Nigeria with Kenya, and a person voluntarily entered Kenya, and you renditioned him forcefully through torture, inhuman and degrading treatment back to Nigeria on the 27th of June 2021. All the cases based on my research across the world show that such a person cannot be tried. Cannot be tried at all. Nnamdi Kanu was enjoying his bail. He was within Nigeria. He never left for abroad. Then on the 14th of September 2017, the military went in armored troops as if they were going to war in Sambisa forest and invaded the home of Nnamdi Kanu and his father, His Royal Majesty Kanu, who is now late. Invaded him brutally, savagely, and mowed down 28 innocent Nigerians that were there without cause. They called it Operation Python Dance and other operations. We've not seen Operation Python Dance in Sambisa Forest and Chibok and Dapchi. They murdered 28 innocent Nigerians in cold blood. Somehow, Nnamdi Kanu, like the cat with proverbial 9 lives, was able to escape. Are you saying that a person who was to be...
I know some of you enjoyed that chart because it's so explanatory. It is a no case. You understand? Buhari wanted to crucify Nnamdi Kanu same way he want to kill every Igbo that he just decided to kill, using the name of Nigeria and the rest of it. And he wants to do that even if he has to do it illegally. And that's exactly what he chose to do. Even when he finally had him in his their custody, they don't have an idea of what to do with him. They just wish they can just lock him up forever, live. That's it. Nobody asks questions. But this is not 1967, 1970, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you are not comfortable with what Nnamdi Kanu stands for, he is human. He has rights. Everything he says, when you feel so offended, you take him to court. You don't kill him. And then turn around and say, why did you escape that you didn't allow us to kill you? This coward. He is not a coward. Is that a proverbial bone that has now been, that is tied to the neck of the proverbial dog, which is Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu is that proverbial bone tied to the neck of Nigeria. It can be eaten. It can be plucked away. It can't just be done with. It will always be there until you listen to why he is always around you. So, you see why I said there's no case? Just like they came for Oloye Sunday Igboho. They told many lies. They did so many propaganda. They wanted them to start killing us. But we thank God that before they could get to us, the Yorubas have risen up as well. Now, today, they are now considering, should they go into battle at the same time with all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, for God's sake? They want allies. And that is why our own supposed political representatives continues to underplay or downplay the seriousness of the insecurity and the destruction that these people have carried out in Yoruba land as well. But we are quite ahead of them. And I'm so thankful that I managed to make so many of my friends see reasons with me why you should speak up when you see these atrocities being committed. If you don't speak out, if you keep quiet, or you stylishly support it because you are not being affected directly. Oh, it's not happening to me. Now them they cause wala. It is this, somebody that should just stay in the UK, enjoy his life. He's talking about Biafra. I don't understand all these things. Blah, 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 blah. Because you are not affected. You will be affected at the end of the day. You are just a disaster waiting to happen too. Because it's Nigeria. Come on. It is going to happen until something is done. And so we have to give credit to this, responsible, how should I put it? These amazing people who showed up in Abuja earlier today, despite the announcement of secret trial and every other thing they tried in order to reduce the attention on this case. We say thank you to these men. in Abuja. Before I take you to London, I'm going to share some short clips with you. People who have shown solidarity all over the world. Today in London, but let's go to Abuja first.
When he finished with Nigeria, that day Nigeria will sit to exit. And since they said they will not release him, let them remember everything that he said, because he has been telling them that they don't know how prepared we are. If they don't release him today, that preparation, we continue to give it to them. We tell them that we Biafrans, we are ready for anything we want them to do. We want them to release Nnamdi Kanu today. Today, we are here to go home with Nnamdi Kanu. If they don't want to look at my back, what I wrote there is a referendum. We need referendum. Let them give us referendum. If they give us a referendum, Nnamdi Kanu said something. He said if they give referendum, if anybody don't want to go, let that person remain in Nigeria. That is what he said. He said it's not by force. That is like myself. They said I'm from where they call a politically Niger Delta, which is Anioma. It's not Niger Delta. Britain gave that name. It's Anioma and not Niger Delta, not Delta State. It's Anioma. We speak Igbo. I'm an Igbo man. They call us. They said we are not Igbo. They put our head together with our brothers in Anambra, in Imo, in Enugu, and they knock our head and say we are not Igbo. My name is Nnamdi. Answer Nnamdi. I be Nnamdi. I speak Igbo, and they are telling me I'm not Igbo. That is why when you go to that region, you tell somebody that's an Igbo man, he said I'm not an Igbo man, because that is the DC they brought to us. They knock our head together. We, our brother, we are the same father. Because Nnamdi Kanu lectured us, he taught us everything. Everything he brought to us, because he wants us to be free. He opened our eyes, he give us what freedom is all about. The bondage they put on since 1966 that they keep people, British government went to tell the whole world that is a headers farmers class, which they are doing today. They said it's a headers farmers class. It was Nnamdi Kanu that went to Europe everywhere and exposed that lie that Britain right. When some of the Western world, they watched that video, many of them were tearing Nigerian flag. They were burning Nigerian flag because Britain lied to them that it's a header farmer clash, why it was a full-blown civil war. They were bombing markets, they were bombing churches, they were bombing a hospital, they were killing children. Children died for. Obasanjo said something, said they thought that war would last only 3 months, but it took them 3 years, 3 good years, because they want to wipe off the whole Biafra. Look at them, look at where they are. When you go to Biafra and you see them on uniform, they are on uniform shooting people, killing innocent people. What kind of security is that? All we are telling them that they should come and give us a referendum.
That was Abuja earlier today. So the court is, the case is adjourned now till the 18th of May. However, in London, it was the same. People turned out to show their solidarity at number 10 Downing Street. Loud and clear. I've got a couple of videos to share with you from London. Here is one of them.
I can see your today is actually your birthday. And in one voice we sing, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! William Darlington. He is good. He shows his support for the people who are dying. We also commend all the friends of Biafrans worldwide to stand with us for this wicked thing that is happening. Now you choose people you want to stand back. Yeah, every day this will happen. Oh, you are remembering this, you are remembering. What are you remembering? Why people are dying and their grave are forgotten. You are here, you feel good, you feel relaxed. Every day people are dying. You don't want, you are seeing it, but you don't want people who will do something to say it. You go there, seeing shifts of people who had many more is expected. We know that we can do it. You know the ending from our beginning. And you know her thoughts from afar. Yes, Father. Therefore, she has rendered this honor unto you by kneeling before you. Yes, Father. Therefore, bless. Honor Biafra. Biafra to the last man standing. IPOB is blazing. IPOB is blazing. Biafra to the last man standing. Don't go back. Look at the children of God. Who will you again? You must know that Biafra, we are on oath, IPOB is an oath for restore Biafra.
Prince Jejeman is in his element there, isn't he? I love that. I mean, nobody will publicly identify with a terrorist when there is no conviction. There's also one thing that happened in court today that I think you should know. One of the pronouncements of the court is that nobody should call the IPOB proscribed simply because some Igbo governors proscribed the IPOB, or because Malamu came out to announce that they proscribed them. All these announcements are, are rubbish. All right, because the court of, there is a judgment that said that IPOB is not a terrorist organization and must not be proscribed or, in fact, addressed as such. So, which simply means that until the government of Nigeria appeal that judgment, anybody announcing that or pronouncing IPOB as prescribed is just living in that mad world, the insane world of Buhari and their fellow Al-Majiri lawless Sahel dwellers, invaders we call them. So to say, you are living in your own world, and it's actually in an insane world. Unlearn what they have told you, indeed, if you want to free your mind. So yeah, it's been a great day. Just like Barrister Ozekome said, the same process that struck out 8 of the 15 bogus charge against Nnamdi Kanu, it is the same process that is going to eventually throw everything out. So on the 18th of May, we expect the discussion and possible approval of the bail for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Listen to me, guys. Justice delay is not justice denied in this. Justice delayed can be justice denied, but a slow justice, a will of justice can be slow. Sometimes it can be grinding and then fulfilling, so to say. Yes, it's delayed, but they can't really run away from it if you think about it very well. That is why most of the time they prefer to adjourn, or it's just all coming to a close as well. So by the 18th of May, we should be looking forward to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The process, which doesn't mean that they're going to, even if a court says he should be released, he's likely not going to be released that same moment. But now they are getting to the point where they need to prove all of the allegation against Nnamdi Kanu, or they should go bust. Now them they amend charges. Now them they, run away from court. But whenever they manage to stay in court, they never stand a chance. So it may be a little bit slow. It will be grinding. The shame of the shameless APC, Egbekebe, and their jihadist agenda in Nigeria, their shame is going to be monumental soon. Now, listen, there are many other pressure going on. I've had, I think I saw a video of Kabiesi Achebe, Obi Achebe, Obi of Onitsha, where he was saying that they should do something and accelerate the case of Nnamdi Kanu and release him, because nobody can stop all this madness. Politicians have gone mad. Election is coming and they are going to go continually mad. The insecurity is going to go crazy. But if you have to, anything that it takes, just release Nnamdi Kanu. Let me see if I have that clip where where Obi Achebe was pleading with them.
And continuous dialogue by all parties as a more sustainable solution to overcoming the challenge and win the hearts and the minds of the people. 3, we join our voices to the call for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu by the federal government in order to douse the current tension across the Southeast and create an atmosphere for collaboration towards a constructive resolution of the issues. Accordingly, we jointly present to the people of Southeast and other Igbo homesteads at home and abroad, all over the world, the following immediate steps. A, we call on all criminal elements masquerading as working under the instruction of IPOB or ESN to cease and desist from further acts of violence and criminality or face the implacable force of law and order. 2, B, we call on all who may have taken up arms in the belief that their grievances could be achieved only through armed struggle to lay down their arms. The government and the good people of Anambra State hereby offer the olive branch for you, for them, or to return hereby and thereby undertake.
That statement, the vex IPOB. Are you all right, sir? Why are you saying that you want to pardon us, to hand over our gunners, CSN and all of them? Are you indirectly now saying that we are the ones doing all these attacks? And on the other hand, you are saying that the attacks on us, the killings on us, the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu, all these things should be reversed. Baba, are you sure you know what you are saying? And that was when they said that, what do you call it? Call him Onitsha Will Smith. You know, that's the name of Charles Soludo now. So every time I tell you about, if I say, do you remember who we named Onitsha Will Smith? That is a Charles Soludo. So Charles Soludo, who won't, pursue the line of a dialogue, starting with the negotiation for the immediate unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. You can't talk to any group in IPOB, if you want to say, if you can't talk to anybody in IPOB right now that will agree with you, right, on anything other than just to say, oh, well, we support all the peace stuff, but we want our leader out. They can't do anything with you. No matter any of them that you probably talk to, anyone he talks to in Anambra or anywhere in Igbo land, or they say we are talking to IPOB, they assured us of this, they assured us of that. There is no assurance that it's ever going to be acceptable if Nnamdi Kanu is still in jail. Every conversation, every dialogue, every negotiation will only start when you release Nnamdi Kanu. Do you get that now? But the guy was there doing entanglement. On the one hand, he is demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. It's also offering amnesty to IPOB. How can you be offering amnesty to people who are self-determination campaigners? People who are asking for a referendum, you are giving them amnesty. Then look like Boko Haram are waiting to you. That's why I said, na entanglement. So you tell him, whenever you see him, Onitsha Will Smith, study the ground, study the room before you jump into it. If you jump into it, they are just going to use you to catch cruise. Last, you could just become another, what do you call it, Supreme Court governor of Uweri, Hopeless Uzodingba. Do you understand? So all this drama, all this action, all this acting and all of that, putting committee together to talk to IPO, all these things are, see, they are not necessary. Put all your committee together and get Nnamdi Kanu out of that place. Provide security for him, protection for him. I'm talking about make sure that Igbo land is a sanctuary for him. Make him who he is and acknowledge that. And every conversation can go on from there. He's not asking for war. He's asking for referendum. And if all of you want to be sincere, you should all do it without all this your abracadabra, political abracadabra. Charlie boy, the Charlie boy that calls people mumu. Charlie boy, who said that, call all of us, call people mumu. Our mumu don't do, our mumu don't do. Now, Charlie boy is part of those who are going to help them resolve IPOB, sit at home, and every other thing and all of that. Charlie boy.
Charlie boy. But this ain't Charlie boy, so our mumu don't too much. Charlie boy, now your mumu not too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise. You are a mumu man. You are a mumu man. And then throw the tear gas if something way bad for issue. We just pray. They say our mumu done too much, our mumu done too much. You be mumu, they call other people mumu. They never show you say you be mumu. Nigeria is not for Desani. Nigeria is not for Charlie boy. Nigeria is not for good luck Jonathan. Nigeria is not for...
Nigeria is not for us. So when you, next time, all of you who have access to Onitsha, Will Smith, tell him to study the room before any conversation can be had at all. You have to get Nnamdi Kanu out of that place. ASAP. Protect him genuinely. Don't get him out because you want to kill him. Everybody should put their heads together. Or else, it's going to be dog eat dog. And conveniently, you can continue to live in that denial by blaming IPOB ESN. It's not going to go away if Nnamdi Kanu is locked up, right? To us in Yoruba land, we have learnt our lesson. The person that is so valuable to us, it will never be closer to these marauding animals in government. Oloye Sunday Igboho is a very, very valuable asset to us. We did not notice in time. Abi, majority of those who actually knew are not as many as this until Nigeria came for him. Until the Fulani oligarchs in Nigeria came for him. Until they put that target on his back. That is when many of us realized that if we do nothing, Igboho is going to be the starting point. Many other young people who are going to also rise up when they are tired of this old chameleonic fraudulent arrangement called Nigeria, and they start to speak up. They will become a target of state-sponsored killings, and they will legitimize it, legalizing illegal killings, terminating lives of the people who just want to have a chat about their situation that they were never a part of in the beginning. Now they said, we were never part of this from the beginning. We want to have a chat. If this is what our forebearers, our progenitors, our own forefathers, if this is what they agreed to, now they are dead. Many of them are dead. This generation won't continue with it. And then they said, death unto us. We ask for freedom. They gave us a bullet. Do you understand what that means? So I am saying this to all of us to say, indeed, before anything can be said, if the killings in Eastern Nigeria that is initiated by the Biafran politicians, the Igbo politicians, in collaboration with their own Abuja politicians, the Fulani oligarchs who are just interested in that psychological satisfaction that, you know, we have subdued them. They are our slave. They are in that mentality. All those who work with them, they're guaranteed this. If you want things right, which I don't think you do, by any means, I've not seen that. You should not start treating your fellow brothers and sisters like the Fulani terrorists in government want you to treat them. They are there, those who are killing people every day, and they are putting their faces on camera. All the terrorists in northern Nigeria, their own, you will see MD of this department, director of this, commissioner for this, that's in this state and that, they mingle with them, they interview them. They see all those killings as an expression of dissatisfaction with Nigeria. So to them, if you get killed by bomb, by terrorists, get kidnapped, get raped, get sold as a slave, it is still not a bad thing for somebody to be asking that Nigeria should break up. Everybody should maintain their own or manage their own affair. That is an unforgivable sin, because the criminals enjoy and benefit from an effed up Nigeria. It pays them generation from generation to generation. Why your own generation pay for that? You can't really be comfortable staying and continue with that, I would say. So let's take a minute before I take calls, because I'm feeling like I should take 1 or 2 calls before we go tonight. So I'm going to say you can take a minute. Somebody was asking what is offering. On MaiyegunsDiary Politico, if you stay long enough for over an hour, it simply means that either you are a regular, or if this is your first time, you have enjoyed what you have been watching since, or the conversation so far. So I'm going to ask you, if you have the time, like the video just before we continue. So I am then going to open the line, and at the same time, we are also going to go back onto our fundraiser, say thank you to those who have turned up, and at the same time, see if we can add £1 or £2 to our fundraiser tonight. I have my first caller. Hello there. So take your time. You are almost 2,000 people here. I don't know why we only have about 700 of us who actually have decided to drop theirs. So take your time and do that. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm okay, Baba. And you?
Well,
How family?
I'm fine. I'm here, as usual.
Me too. I've been sick, man. I've been very, very sick. I'm just recovering again. I thought I was sick before I stepped back again. So serious, man. But I'm getting better now.
Oh, sorry, man. I think it's everyone.
Yeah.
It's just like maybe this is like a 10th wave, and we couldn't escape it. It's our time.
Exactly. Wow. All hail Biafra. All hail Dudua. Yoruba nation now. Biafra nation now. I mean, today is like what the lawyer said, 7 over 10. I mean, about 8 illegal charges were struck off, which is very good. That's a good feedback though. And from what the other lawyer said, the remaining 7 are not going to stand. They are 1 billion. Baba, you see, these are one of the things people were talking about the other day about the Nigerian government. This kind of Nigerian government. They don't play legality. They don't play legality. No, from everything you just explained to us now this night, Maiyegun, they don't have a case. Why now postpone it to May 18th? For what?
Just to buy time. Lawless place. That's what they do.
What? Time for what exactly? That's what I'm just after. Time for what? You see, I mean, one of these days I'm beginning to doubt the global democracy of all the world, Maiyegun. Because you see, the way they preach democracy to us, not the way they are really working on it, or the way they are giving it to us. It's not all over the world. And if at times when they talk about United Nations, I used to swear for that organization. That organization is one of the most useless organizations in the world. United Nations. Honestly. If we go back to Rwanda, 1994, they were part of the reason why the genocide was so epic in Rwanda. Same thing happened in Syria. Same thing happened in Libya. Same thing is happening in Ukraine right now. If you watch the vote yesterday, do you know how many countries abstained? you know what they abstain? They abstain because UN is not doing their job. So, these are the things that make people say, what's going on? We are asking for things. We don't listen to people. Look at the Biafran people now. Look at the land. Look at the man that just came out talking about. I think he's just contradicting himself. I don't understand from what he said. If you want to be for Biafra, be for Biafra. And if you don't want to be for Biafra, go against it. Let people know your stand.
That's right.
Yeah, you can't be wumbling and trying to say you will give you amnesty. Amnesty for what?
Amnesty for what exactly?
Amnesty for what? Because I'm going to realize what's in Nigeria. People are criminalizing us because we're asking for our own human rights thing, asking self-determination. I've never heard of that before in my life.
And I think that's the missing point that people don't understand. That it's not a crime to ask that we want to go on our own. It's a campaign. And when majority says yes, you can't stop them. You have to put it into a vote. That's the referendum.
Maiyegun, it took me about 1 hour, 30 minutes, the day before yesterday. Even when I was not even feeling fine. I was talking to a lot of people back home, talking to them on the phone. I was trying to educate them. And they were saying, so it's not a crime. I said, it's not a crime.
It's not.
If
it's not that they criminalize it, you can support Yoruba Nation and at the same time still participate in whatever election they are doing, because one day your referendum is a replica of election anyway. Referendum is to say we want to go. Some will say no, we don't want to go. Then those who want to go will vote yes. Those who don't want to vote will vote no.
Very correct. Maiyegun, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised if they talk to Yoruba. Let's be a now. Yoruba quietly or in a very like a corner. And ask them, do you want us to separate you? You will see what you go to hear with they
want. We want to live.
People are tired. I'm telling you the truth. People are tired. But they've made them realize that asking for Yoruba Nation is a crime. That's just the problem people are. And people don't want to commit that crime. That's the only thing. But as we're doing the awareness, people's eyes are opening. People's eyes are opening now. People are not saying it's not crime. It's not crime.
It's not.
It's self-determination. It's under the law. You can aspire for your own aspire for your own nation. We hold our region already.
Yeah.
It's not that we're taking someone else's land. We're not. I mean, look at the zoo. I mean, these are the kind of zoo we want. We're never together before. We can't be going round the circle doing all these things. And these people are wicked, Maiyegun. And people are so wicked. They don't care about what people want. They call it democracy, but they don't ask us, what do you want?
No.
What kind of democracy is that?
Today.
That's not democracy.
Thanks,
Bye-bye. Thank you, man. I mean,
thanks for another night again. I think I'm going to start taking some break now. It's been a stretch, like non-stop, but it's a pleasure again tonight.
Yeah. Thanks
for good one. Yeah. So I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Yeah, hello, my brother.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, this is Osita.
Osita. One name.
God will continue to bless you.
Amen to that.
And continue to rub your lips with truth.
Amen.
Continually. You've really affected the life of many. Even if they deny, they know the truth, because at the end of the day, they will still go back crying. You know, I've been trying to speak to you for a while right now.
I just saw the discourse, I know.
Yeah, concerning the one I'm in particular is the one of Mr. Tunde Bakari, not Pastor Tunde Bakari.
Mr. Bakari.
Because when you leave God's work, and you say you are a man of God and you leave God's work and you now participate or you partake in evil of the day, that means I will take that priesthood away from you. Whatever you think that God has given to you, I will take it away from you and I'll give you the one that men give to mankind. How can somebody who says he is a man of God, who says he's a believer, he doesn't follow what is written scripturally in the Bible, which he carries. And you say that somebody who doesn't have your same belief now place curse on somebody that has the same belief with you. Is it not stupidity?
Hypocrisy.
And
mostly.
people are...
And shamelessness.
Yeah. And shamelessness. And people are sitting down in the congregation and they are clapping for somebody, like for a psychopath like that. Why will you not come and say that? You are talking about one man, Tafawa Balewa, but you've forgotten the lives of many that was killed before the incident of Tafawa Balewa.
Yeah.
Is Tafawa Balewa's blood greater than those people that were killed, those women, the pregnant women that they put dagger? And you say you are a man of God. That means it is only the rich people that you have concern about. I have followed this man for a very long time. He's one of his town person is my very good friend. We grew up together. We went to the primary school at the same secondary school. The guy, there was a day we were listening to this man. I was in the guy's house in the cage one day, and what the guy told me that, don't mind that man. He's my town man. The problem he has with Obasanjo is because of Operation Feed Nation, where that Obasanjo farm is today. That is because their own family land too is inclusive in that particular place. And you say you are a man of God, you cannot forget and forgive. But all you keep doing is you attack Obasanjo all that while.
Making it look like it's because he loves Nigeria. That's why he's doing that. God the offense. He has all these funny stories in the Bible that I always use. Zebe Babebu, Zebe Kubebu, and all those funny names.
All those nonsense and nonsense speakers.
Yeah.
Now, you did all those things. You now went into bed with the evil people that you actually love. At the end of the day, go to that Kudirat Abiola way in Oregon.
Yeah.
He has the strongest, the biggest, the largest of the FDPs you have there. You would think it's a 5-star hotel. That's the church. This is a man who does not have the, even if I'm looking at other pastors, I can give them pass mark in the sense that at the end of the day, they establish different churches, they establish different other churches that people could even, if I'm a pastor there, maybe from there I'll be eating my own part of the cake.
On the side, exactly.
On the side. But this man you are looking at, this man has never, he doesn't have a branch. One time he tried having a branch, the pastor break away from him. And ever since, he never had a branch anymore. He never had one branch anymore because of he wants to mop up everything that comes in there. This is a man that tells you that he is a Christian, he wants to be the president of Nigeria, but none of his children live in Nigeria.
No.
And you romance Aso Rock every minute of the day,
every given opportunity. If they don't invite him,
why is it
that's
that
why they make statements.
Why is it? Yes. Why is it that it's now that you romance the church? That was when you built that edifice. If I probe him, I will see his stained clothes, his stained hands.
Well, Osita, do you know that they want to take over his church because of 6 billion naira debt? Have you heard that?
I've heard that. I said I've been following him.
Now he's in debt as I'm talking to you right now. 6.1 billion naira debt over his church.
This was the pastor. This was a man who was criticizing other pastors for having private jet, but today he has one.
He has.
He was criticizing them that, they built edifice. Today he has one. He was saying that, that they live a flamboyant life, but today he lives a flamboyant life. And you look at that man, even his member, one of his members came to the national newspaper, to the national dailies, and told everybody that this man is a hypocrite, that he ceased to be his member anymore.
And he seems not to even have a shame, Osita. It's like he doesn't even remember what he said last night. He just talk. And he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like people with no shame.
And you came out, you said that today you want to relieve the court that the Igbos. Are you mad? Are you out of your senses? What an insult.
I wish I could apologize on his behalf, but it's a waste of apology because he's absolute an hypocrite. Nobody should apologize on his behalf. He's on his own.
No behalf. Thank you very much,
Osita,
my brother. God bless.
Thank you for sharing your evening with me again today. You stay safe, Baba.
All right.
So that's another one there. Thank you very much, my person who just dropped in our fundraiser jar, but you made it an anonymous Yoruba Nation now. Thank you. It's 20 pounds added on now. So we have started adding and gone. I think I've actually gotten more than that. We started from 205. Now we have a 275. So we've made 70 pounds. No, yeah, we've made about 70 pounds anyway. So, however, if you are still there and you want to chip in anything tonight, remember, you just tap the link and yeah, that's it. And you follow the instruction. Listen, everybody, you can donate without giving any percentage to the platform. You see, when you get to a stage where it says, if you are donating 50 pounds and it says, do you want to donate 5 pounds to this platform? Don't. Just click order. And in that other place, just put 0 if you don't want to donate any extra, okay? Just what you want to give. Use the link if you still want to do that tonight. And remember that the line is opened. I am still taking contributions from you. Just dial the number on your screen. It is a WhatsApp number. Remember, don't call it directly, okay? You need to call it through your WhatsApp. Save it on your WhatsApp number as well, okay? Save it there. So that next time, even if you don't get to call in tonight, you can always be on a straight dial whenever you want to talk to, to contribute to MaiyegunsDiary Politico. You see this part of the London show tonight. I mean, today, I love it. And I'm not going to leave this broadcast without sharing that with you. See this.
When do we want Biafra? When do we want Biafra? When do we want Biafra?
So I have another caller anyway. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Oh, hello, Princess. Now, hello, ma.
Yeah, hello, Maiyegun. Hello.
Ekale, báwo ni?
Oh, I'm there. I'm gentle.
Báwo lára yín, by the way?
I'm a lot better now.
Class. I can actually sense that from your voice. So it's good to hear that.
Yeah.
So, Princess, we are live and everybody can hear you. Today is on Nnamdi Kanu, among other things I've raised tonight. So, where do you want to start?
I will start from the pastors. Yeah. I will just keep picking it here and there.
As usual, go for it.
Yeah. Because when you have people that call themselves men of God, speaking from both sides of their mouth, Baba Adeboye came out and was asking questions about the economy, where our crude oil and who is buying them and who are your friends. And he later said people should go and vote.
Yes.
And Bakaron came out too. Olórí burúkú tó ṣagbárí bí ìgbàrú.
Guy man.
He came out. Ó bọ́ta tí wọn ò bá ti pè sí nǹkan, òun ló máa ń bọ́ta tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀. Irú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó bá jẹ́ gbà táyé sì jáyé ni. Orò ló yẹ kó fi lé Bákàrè kúrò nílùú náà.
Yeah.
Orò ló yẹ kó fi lé kúrò nílùú. But Baba Adeboye made mention of something. Then I would like to talk about it because I called throughout yesterday. I couldn't get through.
Right. Go on, please.
It is only in Nigeria that you will see people in government, yeah? And they will tell you they don't know anything about economic hitman. A situation whereby a company, yeah? A company in abroad will take one of you, yeah? See, the chauffeur explain, Kini, Maiyegun. I won't be loud so people can just key into it. Economic hitmen are everywhere. They open companies everywhere. They are not buying stock from anybody. They are always all out to bring other third world countries down with resources. Baba Adeboye was asking the last time that we have deals that we cover with oil for credit.
That's right.
There are deals that they cover with oil for credit. It's part of the problem. I don't want to go into that, taking tithes and offering from people, from your congregation, and building schools and universities that the list of that congregation can attain. They don't even get to have scholarship. And your son will come out here and start telling us, start speaking gibberish.
Possible.
Ojú òtí yín, ẹ̀ ń ṣàgbàlagbàlagbàlagbà rẹ ni Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín, ṣe bẹ́lẹ̀ máa ń pọ̀ lọ́hùn ni. Ṣé mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ lọ́hùn tó ń darí lóhùn tẹ́lẹ̀? Ọlọ́run yẹn ni òpè, Ọlọ́run dàbí èèyàn, àwọn òsínwí gbogbo, àwọn tó ń ṣe àrà Maiyegun, ṣọ́lọ́run dàbí èèyàn ni.
According to them, bí èèyàn ló ṣe rí lé
gbogbo bí tá à fojú wọlọ́run sí. Gbogbo bí tá à fojú wọlọ́run sí, ṣọ́lọ́run wá wà ń bẹ̀ ní Maiyegun. Ọlọ́run ṣe sọ pé torí Buhari ń dá àwọn èèyàn láàmú. Àbí ìlú òdà kó má rọ̀jò, tó má rọ̀jò kò ṣe má rọ̀jò fáwọn tẹ́rọ́rìsì náà. Kò ṣe má yẹ káwọn tẹ́rọ́rìsì get away with whatever it is they are doing. God will not do what he has empowered you to do. Whatever God has empowered you to do, he will not do it for you. So our people should wipe off the mentality of them thinking, ìwọ àti Táyéjọ́ lọ sọ́run.
Tabadọ́run a máa sọ̀tì yẹn.
Àwọn tó ń ṣe èrè ṣé àtirẹ́ ọkọ̀ tó ti kú rí tó ti dé tó ní wọ́n ń fi àjẹ wọn lọ́rùn tó bá lò. Ibi ló ti ṣe wèrè náà.
Ibi ló ti máa deal pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ máa.
Wọ́n á jáwé, wọ́n fuck it up níbí báyìí. It is what it is. Afẹ́ lọ bọ́ Ọlọ́run yẹn wá jẹ́ yẹ́rí jí. God has not spoken to me. Yẹn ló fi kó wọn jẹ kí wòlíì máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí arìn jìn bí ẹtẹ́ yín fọ́mọ́ nínú. Àwọn ò fẹ́ gbogbo òṣìṣẹ́ mọ́ mi báyìí man.
Bobo ni.
Yes, àfẹ́ mọ́, they are part of the problem. Like I was saying, the economic hitman kind of thing, yeah?
I know that.
There will be a company. Yes, I read a book about it, I think about 5 years ago. There will be a company like the CCECC, a China engineering company. They will be the ones to go to IMF, International Motherfucker, because of World Bank. If the money is coming back, it's not going to come to Nigeria directly. It will go to that company so that they can have a piece of the action. Then the company will be the one to execute the contract. So they can always bring substandard products, put it there. That is why I make sure we not tell you why we have train going to Maradi, So a country that's taking loan from different people like that, Maiyegun, I am telling you, and I am beating my chest to this, coup loma benyikini. Ìlú tó bá ti jẹ gbèsè jù, tí gbèsè bá ti wà ńlẹ̀ jù, military máa padà take over, máa assassinate àwọn bí ẹran ni. After taking that money, you should not expect anything from the government. Maiyegun, don't expect anything from the government, because whatever project the company will be doing, they will be doing it to favor the rich of the society, the few of them. And the poor will be poorer. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That is why you have the Dangote salt.
That is why Dangote cannot.
Monopolize them,
Nigeria cannot.
Yeah, and Nigeria cannot build refinery. That is why it is like that. That is why they can bring the dollar down for Dangote to get some things, and they can't sell it to you like that. That is why the people in Abolima, the people in Element, the people in Akpajo, in Port Harcourt are mining their oil, and it is a crime now. They are stealing it. But the government can mine it, and the government can mine their crude and sell it out. And there won't be any issue there.
I mean, if you are mining your crude oil in Niger Delta, it is a crime. But if you are drilling the gold, mining the gold in Zamfara, it is not a crime. In this
it is not a crime. Maiyegun. That is why there is Dangote sugar, Dangote cement, Dangote flour, Dangote oil. In fact, all my best in this Dangote birikwati for correct over here.
Soon and soon.
One ma besinu shasun. One ma tafuwa. That is why your Baba, that is why your president and the elite of your country will not stay here for medical checkup because they won't put any of it in place. But service loan. That is why their children will not go to school here. They will not educate their children here because you're not supposed to have education. It is what it is. That is why they can have the guts to all university lecturers. You know, a lot of this is a country to offer 109 billion for education and 288 billion to feed the children. What kind of a country is that, Maiyegun? That is why. See, I was at the market this evening and I was telling people, what? If you don't know anything, educate you. You see this Yoruba nation, by the time we get it, our Yoruba nation, Maiyegun. Tẹ́bá ti jalè, kọ́kọ́kọ́ di apá ọ̀tún yín. Tẹ́bá jalè ní ìkọ́jú apá òsì yín. Tẹ́bá jalè ẹlẹ́kẹta kọ́ bẹ́ orí yín dànù. Mẹ́ka short sleeve ni o, short sleeve ni kọ́jẹ́ wọn lápá dànù. Àwọn ìyàwó wọn ló máa sọ fún wọn lé olè tajà etí tó ẹ má lọ jalè wá o, òun ò lè fẹ́ àárọ̀, òun ò lè fẹ́ mẹ́káfò o. Àwọn ìyàwó àwọn fámìlì wọn ló máa sọ fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ lé. If we are lying. You know, we will take them along with us. You cannot be a nuisance and we will be using taxpayers' money to feed you. Because it's possible. Our family and assets are to go to and 300 years imprisonment. So we will cop that. We'll be able to cop that. And with our resources in place, and with the right mind in government, we will run shoulder with this European that I see as people with low self-esteem. Because if you don't have low self-esteem, why come out and tell me you're the first on the food chain? Why try to bring other people's economy down? Why try to drag people? Why try to make black people? Why try to make them your parties already and you're stepping on them, walking all over them? You know, we can't continue like that, oh. But Baba Deboye should not tell us that 80% take no oil for credit, you don't love Baba. You know, back
yeah. God bless you. I have another person, and I don't know why people are doing social distancing with this broadcast. Right? We were at nearly 2,000 or over 2,000 earlier, and still only 800 of us actually found it worthy to like the broadcast. I mean, what is it going to cost you to like the broadcast? Share it if you haven't. It's just the ritual, you know that. Hello there.
My good general.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, my good general. We thank you so much for the awareness, for the great awareness you are creating. This is Prince Jajaman speaking.
Oh, Prince, I'm glad you actually made it tonight as well. Thanks for all you do as well. Okay, how was today?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was a mega rally indeed. The whole London was shaking. Even Boris Johnson, we met him there and he knew that Biafra was around to meet him.
I love the noise, and I could tell all the Downing Street people were coming out of the gates, and I bet they are mostly from those offices too, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I want to thank all the fans of Maiyegun Diary and their great, wonderful thing, their support they are giving to this channel. This channel is a platform to talk about. It's a platform that have really touched lives. It's a platform that have really opened the eyes of all the nations, including not only Nigerians. The Africans are benefiting from this channel, and we want you to keep it up.
Sure.
I also want to thank our sister, our princess. She's a lioness indeed. When she speaks, fire always comes out. When she was talking about Dangote, something struck my mind. You see, when we talk about Dangote, Dangote today is the front line of the Fulanis. They have used Dangote to monopolize Nigeria economy completely, because no any other person that is competing with Dangote in all the whole trade that he's doing, the sugar. So Dangote is a Fulani, mind you, so he's doing their bidding.
So Dangote sugar. Many people believe that it's just a front anyway. So we just don't know what their end game is. Why they choose Yoruba land, the land that could break away from Nigeria any moment from now, and their investment will have to force them to either get nationalized or they will have to cut a deal with a new country called Yoruba Nation. Because I don't know what the end game is. This level of investment, I don't know. Except if they plan to keep us there for another 100 years. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen.
What they are thinking is that now that they've gone to Afghanistan to give them $1 million, they believe that they can overrun Lagos. That's what they believe. Southwest. That's what they believe that they can do, but they don't know that that is a nightmare, to think about. You understand? And thank God the awareness is very broad. The internet has really helped us to push this agenda, and the whole world microscope, not satellite, is upon Nigeria.
That's right.
Every of their move is being tracked. Even before they hash it, Americans have told them. But because they are terrorists, they don't want to slow down. You understand? Terrorists will always be a terrorist.
No matter how you want to blood, and they believe that they can get away with anything. So sometimes it gets into your head, and you feel like you are invincible. You see those who killed Thomas Sankara, Kampori, the survivor, the person who killed Thomas Sankara. Remember, the guy has been jailed. He became president on his own. Now he's been jailed for 30 years for killing Thomas Sankara. Buhari will not go unpunished. All of them, trust me. It's just a matter of time.
Exactly. His blood is very bold. Exactly. Buhari born in Saudi Arabia is going to be excavated and be tried. You understand?
For the crime against humanity.
Exactly. His bone is going to be excavated and be jailed and be tried in court. You understand? Let them know that this determination is not, we are not just saying it with the mouth. We are determined. Everybody is tired of their madness, called terrorism. You understand? So the last man standing, they should just know it, and the people are ready for anything, because we cannot surrender our life under our land.
No.
You get me?
No.
So what they are pushing, they are 5% in Nigeria. That's why they're going to Afghanistan to pay them $1 billion. And El-Rufai already they are in Nigeria as we speak now. El-Rufai is just using that word coded statement to say that
they said it's a code word. When El-Rufai said they can get mercenaries to come and help fight terrorism, there is a code word that they are already in Nigeria, and they will soon. Maybe they are actually those who are going to take over the government for them in a planned coup, and that's it. That they are already there. So you believe that? That it's not something they're planning. It's already there.
It's already there. They're already there. Whatever they want. Anytime you see them come to the media to say anything, they have already started carrying it out, Maiyegun.
Right.
Do you understand?
Right.
Okay, like what they did in the north, you know that there's some kind of cut-off network in the north when they are doing some certain things. You know, now in the southeast, the network is not functioning well. Are you aware of that? You know, the southeast, the network is not functioning well. They are cutting off the network in southeast.
So true.
You know,
they said when they were bombing Osu and the Olu, they cut off communication. People couldn't call. People couldn't text. They couldn't use WhatsApp for the period for like about 6 hours that the operation lasted. People couldn't call outside for help. Only few people who first text out alerted the people that they're attacking us, they're attacking us. And that is why, wow. So this is where you know that government of Nigeria is involved. They will just shut down the network of the area. The attack will carry on. Yeah. And when they are done, they will put the network back. Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The attack on Moteku has shown what they are planning is not, they are already carrying it out. You know, Shabab is already in Nigeria, you understand? So the people who should just be awake. Our people are still sleeping. Shabab, they are already in Nigeria. You know, this is one thing. And now they kind of said it in his broadcast that they are in Lagos some time ago. But you see, they downplayed it. You understand? All these things are intel. They are intel that our people should know and be alert, especially in the Southwest. You know, there's always party in Southwest. You know, and our people should be very careful of gathering in a large crowd. They can do anything. So our people should be very careful of gathering, large gathering at this moment. Thank you so much, Maiyegun. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work.
Safe, and thanks for the job. Well done. I am still looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Okay, Prince, stay safe.
You're highly welcome. You're highly welcome. Thank you, Maiyegun. God bless you.
I have another caller on the line, and we are coming close to the end of the broadcast. By the way, I know so many people who have been trying to call me, and it's been like a hell of the traffic. So, hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. God bless you.
Hello, ma. How are you?
Hey, not bad. Good
to see you again, anyway. So.
You see, early this morning, I was reflecting on this Dangote madness and its bloody killer refinery. If we take a deeper look, Dangote they failed so many businesses for the sake of Dangote in Southwest. I know that because I was a victim of that. Business being killed intentionally just for Dangote to keep going. You cannot import this. If you imported this particular product, they will seize it at the I think.
Oh, in Lagos, the seaport, right?
In Lagos, just for Dangote, and this has been going on for years.
That is right.
For years, it has been going on. A lot of businesses intentionally not Paku in Southwest, nítorí Dangote. In Gambia, Dangote, this so-called Babariga Dangote, selling cement 1,800. Couple of years ago, cement in Ibadan was 1,800. Ni Gambia 800 naira. Ni is 4,300. Oh, and everything is about Dangote this, Dangote that, and now Dangote is building one of the biggest refinery in Lagos. One is bringing all these so-called killers in there to create jobs for the Fulani in the south, in the north. One move over to southeast, to southwest. Let's create job for why our youth are not employed.
They are bad from that place. You can't go close to the place, so you get shot or you get killed. If you don't get business there, don't get near. That's the situation in that place now.
You see, they are deliberately causing unemployment, increasing the level of unemployment for us in Southwest. Why creating jobs? It's like the Chinese when you give a contract to a Chinese people, when they are coming from China, they will bring their cleaner.
They are prisoners, mostly.
They will bring their cleaner, their prisoners, they will bring it to that country to create jobs and deprive the son of the land that employment. The same thing Dangote is doing. And in the long run, this refinery, eventually it will affect the life of the Yoruba. In terms of air pollution, the air will be well polluted.
What about the environment,
and people will
the
be
land,
breathing in that dark. That's it. People will be breathing in that dark here because everything will be going into the smoke.
Benny.
Oh, mama, shut in life.
Refinery, everybody should have an idea what a refinery looks like now. It's a place of serious toxic contamination, all kind of chemicals.
Bless you. Bless you. And obviously, it will shorten the life of people in that environment. And not only that, you see that water, the water will be polluted. Because all these chemicals, the same situation southeast in here, níbi tí wọ́n ti ń wa petrol. Wọ́n ṣe yí pé àwọn èèyàn tó ń gbé lágbègbè yẹn, they suffer cancer. A lot of them. Àìmọye ọmọ kékèké. Now the lifespan of people that live in that area, their lifespan will be cut short.
That's right.
A lot of people will be ill. And they will not even understand what and if you can look at it, cancer for Nigeria, you can see the rate of cancer in Nigeria. So people need to be looking at it from afar. This is not a good plan for the Southwest at all. Like you,
monopoly, Nima.
So it's a way of reducing the lifespan of some people.
To make some
because already. So bringing all this so-called refinery down to the Southwest, not giving us employment, affecting the polluting our air, because this is serious.
Yes.
Ọlọ́run ló lè gbà wá. Ọlọ́run nìkan ni. Because gbogbo wa la mọ̀. Wípé irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo smoke tí wọ́n máa bọ́ sínú afẹ́fẹ́ táwọn èèyàn máa fi símú.
They call it health hazard. They are being called health and safety. They will never allow Dangote to situate that kind of refinery in that particular part of Yoruba land. Considering all the environmental implication of this. But you know, Nigeria, life no get value. And when something happens to people, they don't take it serious. It's a sad scenario.
And people will be sick, people will be ill, and it will be very difficult. Unless they open this is the repercussion of this. Because people will now feel they don't understand.
They won't have an idea.
They won't, because they have no knowledge about the importance of the air, the dangers about the air pollution. And Buhari went to this so-called climate change conference in Glasgow.
Yeah, it's just off.
And it's only Nigeria. Let them know.
At least people go easy. Well, thank you, ma. I just can go one more call. Kakole night. It's a pleasure anyway hearing from you again. Can you nice night? So I have one person I'm going to take their call, and this is it. Hello.
It's Adeola from Canada.
Adeola, the lucky one from Canada. You're my last caller, by the way, sir. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. So it's a pleasure hearing from you again, sir.
Good. I tried and somehow I lost the call a few days ago, but here we are today.
I know. I'm glad you made it tonight. So make it count.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for what you're doing, Maiyegun.
Thank you, sir.
I listened from the beginning to the end of your discussion today.
Bless you.
Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu hostage.
That is right.
That is very obvious. They cannot go far with this and go far. It's a lost battle. They are just looking for a way. Now look at the counts going down very, very soon. Okay, you just go. You know, they are just looking for a way.
Like, you know, they're done with you.
Yeah.
Get out. And that's it.
They are just looking for a way to cover their shame. We are dealing with very ignorant set of people. They just think power is everything.
It's power.
Now that the law, we are proving to them legally that there's limitation to
Even
their power. They are jittery. Yes, they are jittery now. They are jittery. They don't know what to do right now. They are very confused. Eventually, that man will be let go. He will go home. Now, going back to the issue of Dangote. Well, it's not Dangote's fault. PDT of our so-called leader.
Like that before, and I don't know if it's you or somebody from Canada as well. They said whatever we feel towards Dangote is not his fault. Continue, please.
It's not his fault. It's the stupidity of our so-called leaders in Yoruba land, especially.
God bless.
I will take you back on history lane.
Please.
When Chief Abiola had issues for coming out to demand for his mandate, he used to have a very prominent position, chieftaincy title in Kano. It was reversed. All his businesses in the north were shut down. Here we are. Dangote of this world, they are living like kings in our land. The last caller spoke extensively about the evil that will befall us on the degradation, the pollution that is going on in our land. Eventually, this money is not helping us in the West.
No.
Helping to foster the looted fund by our previous leader, and they are taking all this money out of Lagos. It is very unfortunate.
It is.
We call ourselves educated people. The employers, we can only rise in the banks. But now the economy of Nigeria is totally taken over by the Fulani.
That's right.
Lastly, let me go to the issue of our pastors. Thank God. I thought our daddy GOs, our outspoken Reverend Bakare, I thought they are wise. But thank God, one of their sons called them goats. So it's an indication.
Leke know well. Sometimes he presents himself like a pastor. I'm like, this is a pastor. Leke, you, Leke, pastor.
He's just an ordinary assistant calling his people older than him goats. Ordinary assistant to the general overseer. That is the country. That is the situation of our religious system. The pain of our society today is because our religious leaders are working in tandem with those who put us in this crisis. They are not religious people. They are political. They are an extension of the political wing. They are working for the cabal. This is the same people that they cannot talk for 7 years. Now their voice is very loud. They tell the masses one thing. They go in the dead of the night to pray for the same people that is holding the nation captive. And they will come back and say, continue to pray for breakthrough from the leadership that has put everybody in the cages. Those are the people. The problem in Nigeria today falls on the lap of those who are massaging their egos.
God bless you.
Pastor Bakare is his best friends. Show me his best friends in the western part of Nigeria. He condemned this, he condemned that, but El-Rufai is his best friend.
Buhari is his friend. Everyone on the same ticket.
Buhari is his friend. Yes, Buhari is his friend. They go together to England, they meet in Dubai, he come and flash those things to us. Tell us one Yoruba man that he has met with. Tell us an Igbo man that he has held conference. When Jonathan was there, they say he must go.
I have not seen all this. If Jonathan challenged what God told him, you will see Jonathan will die.
Thank you.
He said it on his pulpit there.
But now they are asleep now. They cannot do that million march again.
They can't.
They are not talking. I thought he said he was going to form a party. God told him to form a party.
He also said God told him he's number 16, the next person to be president after Buhari.
So where's his party? Election is approaching. Where's his party?
These
people are jobbers.
Exactly.
They are part of the system that we must remove. Until we remove them, Nigeria will not know people. They are the captivity that the Bible is talking about. That these religious leaders, shameless people. That is the principality of Nigeria. Thank you very much, Maiyegun. Have a very great weekend.
Again. I love it when my people just go philosophical with me, and I'm just enjoying the vibe as they throw arm, you they do arm, and they hype you, you know what I mean? It's so lovely, and the message is always passed. Thank you very much for your time and for that brilliant one. Thank you, sir. You have a good one, sir.
Good night.
Now, that is a contributor from Canada. I have a lot of people who want to call in right now, and when you hear pum pum, those are the calls trying to get in. But we are done tonight. Our time is up, and I'm going to continue this tomorrow. Hopefully, you will have the time with me again. So, to my friends who stood there with us until this time, I want to say thank you. And if you are just joining us, don't worry, you can always watch from the beginning, okay? And before we all leave this chat now, okay, take a moment. You can still like the video if you haven't. Yeah, it's called engagement. When you do more of that, it only does one thing. It helps the video to be recommended by YouTube to others. We need larger house. We need more people. We want more people to hear this. And do not be so stingy. All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for your time. I'm going to see you again on... what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe and good night to you, my friends.
Ani esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ìpẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n.